another story, the jobs for mates and the recommendations that have been applied there after this report was kept quiet for a while. But I noticed some of your coalition colleagues have also kind of sided with Labor on this, suggesting that not all of those recommendations should be adopted. Where do you sit on that?
Well, I think we're going to work through those recommendations. I think there's some that you can adopt. I mean, I think we talk down much of the experience that some politicians have when they leave.
So they shouldn't be stopped from getting jobs beyond that.
Well, if they can serve, we don't have pensions anymore. I mean, and so I think you've got to understand people that leave politics they need a job, but I don't think it should be a job at any cost. I think there are politicians that have made great contributions as ambassadors or in other institutions that they have experience because they've been exposed to it. So I don't think we should close our mind, but we've got to have the balance right. We've got to have transparency about this. And I don't think it's something that we should just draw a line under and say, well, that's the end, because ultimately you take away people's right to earn a living.
No, that's true.
It's an opportunity, but you won't get any good people in Parliament.
Absolutely, yeah, you do have to work. A good point about the pensions. National accounts later on today. Have you got an expectation on that?
Well, we're going broke because they keep spending your money, and ultimately he's starting to run out of your money, Jim Chalmers. And what he's trying to do is find new ways to tax you. He had a go at unrealised capital gains on superannuation. I suspect that when we see MyEFO, they'll start to chip away at other things that they can tax more to get more money in. But they've lost control of the chequebook.
What about cuts that might be coming to the public sector?
Well, I mean, how ironic that would be. I mean, we're seeing that in Victoria. They're slashing and burning. I mean, the reality is you actually have to make sure when you spend Australian taxpayers' money, you're spending it wisely, and ultimately you spend as least of it as you possibly can on services that you do require. The rest, you've got to try and create an environment for the business and the private sector to take the baton up, and they haven't done that. You can still see that government spending is what is keeping this economy afloat. They've outpowered the private sector, and you're going to pay the bill, and you're paying the bill. And then when they've lost control of the energy grid, you're paying more for your energy than what you should be.
On energy, and a final note here, because I had a good chat with Matt Canavan about this yesterday, as the government was well, it didn't really announce anything. It just wants to get the conversation going on AI. But we've seen all of this overseas where nuclear is really going to be needed to drive AI data centres, because nothing else will to that effect. So, I mean, does that open the door here for more of a conversation here about nuclear and AI going forward?
Oh, look, and I think the Nationals have led this debate. We got it into the agenda on the coalition policy. It will happen in Australia. It has to happen. You can't have artificial intelligence data centres. We will be left behind. Not just about smelters and keeping heavy industry going. We won't have new industries. And that's why Anthony Albanese is going to have to bite the bullet and admit he was wrong. And let's get on with the job. Take the moratorium away. And if he takes the moratorium away and it's too expensive, we'll let the market decide. I challenge him to do that. But the reality is we will need nuclear energy into the future. The rest of the world's doing it. We should do it as well.
Nationals leader David Littleproud, good to have you here in the studio.